Hello, arty peoples, and welcome to the second week of my artist residency in Orqueveaux, France. Now, something that I didn't actually mention before, since I'm going here in October's the rainy month for them. So we did get a little bit of rain. I was actually expecting a lot more than we got, but it didn't really last that long. But it is, still quite magical even as it rains. But I wanted to take advantage of one of the sunshiny days that I had and film kind of around the interior before I got stuck into my studio. But as you walk through the front door, you get greeted by this amazing foyer with gilded details and a chalkboard that says what we're doing and a book. Now, this book is a little bit of like a time capsule. So the artists that have come through here sign it and leave a little piece of art and a little piece of them, kind of just as a reminder that they've spent time here. But to the left of that is the salon. Now, this is the room that we generally hang out in. This is the, if you want to take a break during the day, or if you're editing video and you just want to kind of sit and work in a space that isn't, your bedroom or your studio. And waiting for dinner to be served. But there are incredible tapestries here with the gilded details all over the walls and the crown molding and the chandeliers, and it's amazing. But off to the side of that is a very large open room that is called Esther's Bath. Now, this space is actually used as a dual studio, so several people are put in there, whether it be 2 or 3, depending on what they do. But this space is amazing. Again, you get the crown molding and the natural light coming in. Now, I will say you're seeing some things there that is not perfect, and you have to remember this building is over 200 years old. And then, the custodian who is taking care of it, Ziggy, who runs the artist residency, got it when it was in kind of disarray. So everything you're seeing here is his hard work, and he's been doing an amazing job bringing it back to its original glory. But, keep in mind, it is still a work in progress, so not everything's perfect. But if you do go back to the foyer and head off to the right, there is the dining hall. Now, this is an amazing space where we all sit down and have, breakfast and dinner and lunch together. Dinner is really the only time when we're all physically there. Breakfast and lunch, you kind of come and go as you please, but I'm not going to be actually showing you any kind of meals because we have a rule. The rule is no electronics while we're dining together because, you need to be present and have a conversation with the people around you and enjoy the space, which is not hard to do because it's absolutely stunning. Again, all of the details, it's just amazing. But if you head back to the foyer and head up the intricately ridiculous, beautiful stairs, you are greeted with even more amazing details. There's artwork hanging everywhere and a bust and just these really huge tapestries on either side of the wall there's just so much around all of you, and it's just almost overwhelming, but in the best way possible. I mean, even the ceiling is insane. But hanging in the center of those stairs is this really cool figurative sculpture made out of, I believe it's string, which is really cool. I'm not entirely sure of the artist's name. If I do find out who it is, I'm going to pop their name up on the screen there for you so you can go check it out. But I believe it was an artist that came here before. But the second floor, though, is where everyone's bedrooms are. So you have kind of the 2 hallways that have rooms off of either side, as well as a couple of bathrooms. And my room happens to be smack right in the middle. So I'm at the top of the stairs. And this is one of the larger bedrooms that is available. I don't know how I got that lucky, but I'm not going to be mad about it. You get an incredibly fluffy bed that is like sleeping on a cloud, and you wake up to a ridiculous fireplace and this mirror. OMG, I want it at home, but, no idea how I'd get that on the plane. But I also have a desk to work at And then you get this view. Oh my gosh, and the window's open. The window's open. You can actually kind of enjoy the breeze and the amazing fall weather that's happening right now, as long as it's not raining into the house. I mean, I had the window open when it was raining as well, and it was just so serene and peaceful. But that's where the side of the property that the sun comes up, so you get an amazing sunrise every day. Although if you are not the kind of person who likes a lot of light in your bedroom when you first wake up, there are these hidden folding shutters that completely block everything out. But the space it's literally like waking up in a storybook dreamland. It's bizarre and amazing. But heading back out to the hallway, if you head towards this side of the building, there is a door at the very end. Now, it's not the one you're looking at, I swear. It's the one here. This is the door to the third floor, which is where the studios are located. Now, I'm in the stables, which is on a separate building on the other side of the property, but there's a lot of artists that are in the actual studios here on the third floor. But as you do walk in, you get this library, which has a lot of inspiration for you to pull from. And we did find out that these stairs, I believe, are not original. I think there were spiral staircases that were really, really cool. It's a work in progress. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up getting those redone. But at the top of the stairs, you get all of the picture frames of the artists that are not actually physically here. But each studio has a picture frame with the artist's information on it. And I didn't want to bug a whole lot of people because they were diligently working. But I did sneak in a little bit like a ninja into my friend David's studio, who was, working there in the chair. He had no idea I was there. But his work is absolutely stunning. You should definitely go check it out. And then there is the really awesome Lydia. She's one of the custodians here and is amazing person, just a sweetheart. And then there is the sculpture that I almost forgot to show you that was also made out of string. So incredible. But because it was raining and I definitely wanted to get back to work and I got really stuck into my studio, so I had still been waiting for my canvas to get in, but I did have my oils, thankfully. And I bought a couple surfaces from the local art supply store here. It was kind of whatever they had. But I started with a toned canvas, and I used the Charvin's pink shade, which it comes out of the tube really, really dark, almost black. And then as you break it down with the turpentine, because again, I don't have my normal mediums, I have to use whatever I can find here, which is turpentine. Now that actually, as you break down those oils, the pink shade, all those pinks and purples start coming out, which is really cool. But as you can tell, I'm painting shoes. Now, these are my dirty work shoes that I've been wearing here. So they are covered in dust and dirt from walking around the property, and they are originally black. But I don't have black on my palette. I have the shadow colors. So there's green shade, blue shade, and then the pink shade, which is really cool. And so they have those different undertones that you can pull from and kind of find those different colors coming through, which is really cool. But I did start, blocking in the shoes and kind of using like a muddy, chalky color for all the dust that was still stuck to them. Which actually also worked really well for the concrete that I was standing on as well. But unfortunately, I did lose quite a bit of the ending footage of this. I don't know what happened there, but I did get a shot of the final painting. But I figured you guys would appreciate seeing a good portion of my process. But it's really fun to start with a tone surface and kind of carve out the shapes of what you're doing. I very much enjoy that. And here is the final piece. So I now have a self-portrait done, as well as my dirty shoes. So literally my head and my toes. But about a day after I finished that painting, my canvas came in. So I am working on Clausen's linen, which is number 66, and it is clear primed. And I was so excited that it came in that I didn't record me actually putting it up and starting this huge piece that I'm working on. But what I did do is tack it to the wall. Now, because I'm working in oils, I didn't have to tack it as much as like if you're working in acrylics, because acrylics, as they dry, they really contract quite a lot more. So you really want to pretty much staple it and stretch it like you would onto a stretcher bar. But because I'm working in oils, they don't contract as bad. And so I got to just use thumbtacks and tack it up. But the pieces that I'm going to be working on are kind of a homage to good and evil. There's going to be a demon and an angel, and here's my palettes. The palettes that I kind of just found lying around. Again, I have to use just whatever it is that I can. I'm still waiting for supplies, but I did end my 2 weeks here with a hike with my new friends. It's amazing how, as you're spending only 2 weeks with these strangers that you've never met before, they become like family. And, a lot of them were leaving after these 2 weeks, and I'm getting a new group of people coming in. We wanted to spend some time together. So we went on a hike, which is at the top of kind of almost where the sun peeks over. And a lot of the neighborhoods around here, these little towns, have a statue of the Virgin Mary, which incredibly old and just very cool to see. But even more incredible than that are the views from here. It's really a short hike as well, but getting to experience this with my new friends was amazing, and they will forever have a place in my heart. And we're going to continue to get together and support each other as artists and collaborate and do all the things. But that was my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I'm doing for this week. And of course, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. And I will be posting my next week with my new friends very, very soon, as well as kind of continuing on with my paintings and kind of my experience here. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.